Alright, this is Grayson with Garvin's Plumbing. We are at 3289 Ames in Wheat Ridge, and we are pushed out about 86 feet. Tap is about probably 87 feet. As you can see right now, we have some broken pipe. This line was very difficult to get open. We ended up using the whip. This is really the only very bad spot that I've noted. There's a couple of minor bellies and minor offsets. This spot right here, we're missing a section of the hub, so we're seeing the outer hub, the female portion of the connection right before the tap, with some cracking. So not great, but not totally catastrophic. We do have drainage. I drained a whole bunch of water, and the entire pipe was full of both solids and liquids. For the most part, I haven't seen any other real cracking. It looks like there could be a couple of spots on the top of the pipe there that are missing like a little bit, but I think that's just some toilet paper waste. And most of our bellies are only a couple feet long. Most of our offsets are pretty minor and easy to skip over with the camera. Looks like there might be a crack right there. There's also, so the homeowners have a history of using Rudex, which is awesome because it looks like it's been pretty effective. I did not really cut any roots out of this line. See on the top of the pipe, looks like maybe a ever so slight separation, but we're going into a small belly, not very large at all. Call it from 81 feet to, it's almost not worth mentioning as a belly, but we're going to call it a 2-foot belly. We've got an offset on the right side of the pipe. As long as it's not on the bottom, it's not too bad. Some of this pipe is a little tricky. I thought it was concrete, but I think that it's just little specks of toilet paper everywhere. We ran a whole bunch of water, so to flush as much out as we could, but I don't actually think there's any concrete piping. I did an unofficial locate in the alley. It was a little over 6 foot deep, pretty much almost a straight shot, probably going off at a slight angle. It's closer to the street than it is the fence, but I located, originally the alley has a clean out for the city sewer main, and I ran my camera through there and found where I suspected this tap was and located it then. So we're going underwater here. So it kind of rises up and then falls down right here. So we'll call it from 63, very minor root intrusion there. Some 63 to 59, it's a 4-foot belly, not even really a 5-foot belly. And a lot of the offsets are on the top or sides. This is the largest amount of roots that we saw the entire time. And I ran 3-inch blades, but I didn't pull anything back. I got caught up at the tap and almost broke a blade off. And then we ran the whip for a couple hours afterwards until the line finally opened. I believe the core was from 30 feet pretty much all the way. We were running water from the hose. The clean out also is just a hole knocked into the clay with a pipe shoved over it. So we did pass a little piece of clay that was in the line that might have trouble getting out because of how the end of the line is, but it was small. I was able to fish out the other piece that had fallen in. Another small belly. Call it 38, 35, so 3-foot belly. So this is that piece of clay tile, which looks like it's already washed a little bit through. So eventually sewer line will benefit from being replaced. At minimum, the tap. Won't be able to guarantee this line in any official capacity, but I did speak with the homeowners about using a bidet, not flushing anything down unless they had to, just to increase the longevity of it. This part, I'm unsure if those are roots. I think that they are, but it almost looks like some of the pipe could be missing on the top there, 27 feet, or that's just from the backup. It's toilet paper and sludge, but I'm unsure. That's basically from that point to the end of the line is where I felt like the core was. We got small belly, 26 to 23. Looks like we got something tapping in right there. Not sure what that is. Oh, 10, 11 feet. So that might be the kitchen line tying in separately. Yeah, overall, for how difficult this line was to clean, it looks somewhat okay, except for the end. And then we have a minor belly right here at the cleanout. And this cleanout is what the those chips that we saw of clay, because it's just a hole knocked in the clay tile pipe. It's been Grayson with Garvin's. Thank you.